On the banks of the Great Salt Lake, that's the scene for the Lakers. To have LeBron James and Luka Doncic together, they suit up on the same team. A truly fearsome combo as they get ready for action in Delta Center. Lakers, Jazz, and tip-off coming right after this. Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Looking now at some numbers for Austin Reeves.
Over the past 5 games, his assist totals have been slipping. He and his teammates just don't seem to be clicking right now. Hopefully that's something he can correct tonight.
And the Lakers starting 5. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Hachimura at power forward with Ayton at center. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then there's Keyonte George. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailu. And it's Bailey in at small forward. And we have an inter-conference rivalry here tonight, Doris. Bragging right on the line.
BA, for you and I, there's nothing better than when there's a little distaste between the two teams. You can feel the tension in the crowd right now.
Now here's Reeves. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
Markkanen outside. Back to George. Markkanen outside. Offline with a 3. Hachimura against Markkanen. Ayton, 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
Markkanen up top. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Here's Doncic. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
That's just great work on the defensive end by Lauri Markkanen. You can see his length come into play.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
And the Lakers have possession. Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
Here's George, following the score by Los Angeles. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hachimura. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. As you might expect, we talk about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double team him often, saying, quote, "We want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there." Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Back to you, VA.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Well, this is the energy you want to see from Luka on the defensive end on every possession. Up in his man's grill, affecting the shot. That is nice.
On target from range. Reeves has got 5 now.
What a great start. They've only missed 1 thus far.
Markkanen with a screen on Doncic. George peels it out a bit. Markkanen sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock. George's shot is off.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
This young man has got some big-time athleticism. Hachimura getting off the floor and finishing with no doubt.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 9. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen with the stuff.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
Hachimura outside. Pass to Doncic. Outside Reeves. Lets the three fly. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Hachimura outside. Pass to James. No good on the triple. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Mikhailuk. Good D by Doncic.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Here's Ayton, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Yeah, their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Mikhailuk, and then for Los Angeles. Hayes is checked in for Hachimura. LaRavia comes in for James, and Smart subbed in for Reeves. Now here's Markkanen. 6 points for him. Nurkic a screen on Hayes. Here's Markkanen. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. Doncic against George. From the arc. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here's Doncic outside, and the three-pointer goes. Doncic has got 5 now.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Pass to Markkanen. Launches a 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, Lakers look pretty much in control here.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And so in the game for the Lakers, we've got Maxi Kleber, Austin Reeves out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Jake LaRavia, and it's Hayes in at center, filling out the middle. On defense, Los Angeles. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Utah moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Collier. And it's LaRavia with a rebound.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Pass to Hayes. And here's Smart. Here's Reeves. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. 7 points for Austin Reeves.
You know, Reeves is such a crafty and clever player. He's so good at finding ways to score inside.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Reeves. Pass to Filipowski. For three, Collier. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Last time they met in Los Angeles.
The last time they faced this team, they were very aggressive, found numerous ways to get themselves to the line.
Now here's Kleba. Smart outside. Pass to Kleba for three. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Still without a bucket. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. But you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A different look here for Utah. Markkanen's checked in for Filipowski. Bailey comes in for Hendricks. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Sensabaugh. The Lakers also with a sub. Vincent's checked in. That one's no good. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately, these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
Here's Collier, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. To the middle. From outside the arc, sinks that one after missing his first two attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Brian, back to you.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Los Angeles leading by 9. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
A different look for Utah. Nurkic comes in for Shibwe, and it's Keontae George in for Collier. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Kleba. LeBron, he's checked in for Reeves. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. Now, here is James. An 11-point game for him in the win against Utah.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
The fadeaway. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Friday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, it's going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
Doncic against George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Good on both.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Doncic passes to Ayton. James outside. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Oh, at 6'8", it's easy to forget how good his handles are, but LeBron creates easy opportunities for himself. Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Ayton, no good.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
The Lakers lead by 10. Pass to Hachimura. Now, here is James. The three is up. Rebounded by Bailey.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
George against James. George passes to Bailey. Releases. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
George finds Nurkic. Back to George. Marketed for three. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 3rd assist of the night. James outside. Shoots over Bailey. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. And that's enough to shot. Oh,
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And that game against the Warriors, they're going to be tested on both ends. But we're talking to these guys. They're ready for it. They're hyped, man. This one could have a playoff feel, Ernie.
Our viewers would love that. So would we.
That was a good job, Kenny.
Thank you.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Slashing, scoring it close. This is my kind of game. I like the grit they're playing with right now.
Yeah, and they're playing really smart. I mean, you keep it going until someone stops it.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the 3rd quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got 3rd quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 9-point game. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. They've got Sviatoslav Mikhailuk, Lauri Markkanen out there with Bailey. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's George in at the point. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Here's Doncic, following the three by Utah. The three, James, rebounded by Nurkic. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Grant.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, BA. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
George's shot is off.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. Pass to Doncic. 5 on the clock. In the paint, Luka!
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Inside, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen with the stuff.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
Los Angeles leading by 6. James, outside. Back to Doncic. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 3rd assist of the night. The Jazz have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. George with it. No points so far. 6 to shoot. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
And the more experience George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard, but he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season, and we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Doncic. Screen by James. 4-3. And Luka cashes in from long distance.
Boy, you better have a lot of confidence to shoot from that deep. Doncic, yes, sir.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Yeah, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
You know, in today's day and age of basketball, big men who can shoot it from outside are so valuable. Here are some of the best outside shooters from that position this season. Rui Hachimura on top.
Normally a coach wouldn't want to see his big men spending so much time out beyond the arc, but not so with this guy.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Bailey. Check by James. George outside. Just 4 to shoot. Up and over Doncic. Money from 17 feet out. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now here's Hachimura. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. Marcus Smart comes in for Reeves. And the Jazz finishing last season with the league's youngest roster and some good players in that mix, Doris.
Listen, the fan base understands that the Utah Jazz are trying to rebuild a roster. The Jazz are hoping they've taken a step in the right direction with the draft haul they have, and with the picks on the horizon, it's just going to take time.
Now here's Smart. No made baskets yet. 1:51 left in the 3rd quarter here. Pass to Filipowski. Knocked loose.
Boy, maybe nothing more important than what just happened. Protecting the rim without fouling.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Here's James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. James has got his second basket of the night.
This is a dangerous area for LeBron James. You get him into that mid-range area, you don't know what he's going to do.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Doncic against George. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Lakers ball.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Kleba, he's checked in for Ayton. LaRavia comes in for LeBron. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Luka Doncic. It's Smart on the wing. Back to Reeves. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, I didn't know that was on the menu. Austin Reeves getting himself a dunk.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. 43 seconds left in the third. They need this. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Mikhailuk. Off the mark there with a three. LaRavia outside. Smart for three. Fires in the triple. Smart has got his first 3 points of the game.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back with you shortly. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Marcus Smart out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Jake LaRavia. Then there's Maxi Kleba. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Collier. He's covered by Reeves. Pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Collier. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. LaRavia left side from 13. The shot won't fall. Jazz trail by 14. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Utah moving the ball around. And that one drops.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
Pass to Hayes. And here's Smart. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. The Jazz shooting 41% in this game. And it's in there.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. 10-point lead. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And we all know Reeves can handle some contact, and he's often the one initiating it.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Nurkic, he's checked in for Hendricks. And then for Los Angeles, Vanderbilt's checked in for Kleba. Connect comes in for Smart. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Reeves. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Doncic. Nice finish from Luka.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 6. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and Markkanen finishes.
And Markkanen, a big-time athlete, set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Doncic on the wing. Ooh, the three doesn't go. Jazz trail by 12. Here he goes. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A different look here for Utah. Bailey's checked in for Filipowski. Mikhailuk comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. James is checked in for LaRavia. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Connect. Here's Hachimura. Jacks up a three. Bailey pulls it down.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Now Markkanen. Takes a three. James rips down the board.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
Here's Ayton. It's good.
DeAndre Ayton, incredible size, incredible athleticism, and refuses to go down easy.
Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season. But a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
Markkanen! Oh, missed on the tray.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Doncic. He got it.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Now Markkanen. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Lakers.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And what a huge performance it was for Luka Doncic.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
17-footer on the way. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
The officials were right on top of that one.
At the line for Utah.
The first free throw is good. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Nurkic. Hendricks comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Sensabaugh is checked in for Mikhailuk. And it's Collier in for George. Here's the pass to Smart. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Filipowski. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Hendricks. Mikhailuk's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's George in for Collier. Doncic! Can't get the 3. There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth. It's off. Hachimura against Markkanen. Doncic outside. Let's loose for three. Buries it from outside.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Ooh, using two hands to power it down. We see the Lakers taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Luka, yes, another victory for you, but the games will keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
Well, you put together a full game tonight, and it paid off. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.